Hello. This is my little series, so I think this is a third video of its kind, where I just tell you basically what I've been up to in the past month. I suffered a lot of grief last year, and a really horrible grief at the beginning of this year. So January was like the worst month ever, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So I got a big fat credit card, I booked loads of things on my bucket list, and these videos are basically me telling you what I've been up to on those little bucket list things and how I've been revamping my life when I didn't really want it anymore, and becoming a new version of me that I wanted through these things, if that makes sense. But yes, the hair stitch, I don't know. Okay, I don't know, we're gonna roll with it. I've been keeping it like this whilst I'm not doing anything to hope it will give me volume if I leave the house. However, I'm scared to take it down because I know A, it's gonna look greasy, and two, the volume's gonna disappear in like a second. Or it's gonna be like curly and the rest of my hair straight. So we're leaving it like this. It's not overstimulating, like it's just good. So that's really yummy. Nice. So this is actually going to be a recap of April. So I've been merging two of my YouTube channels at the minute. So yeah, a lot of old posts have been like uploading, but I couldn't like spam it and upload it all at once, so it had to be uploaded like every other day and stuff. So that's why we're a little bit behind. But April, there's actually not too many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And some of them are already obvious, so you can see. So let's get started. So don't mind this like scarring me fusser in the background, but 1st of April I went to see an old friend from school. So at this point I was off work, really struggling, like not doing very well, and I was reaching out to old friends that like made me feel good and stuff like that. And I reached out to my old friend Ewan. We were like really close at school, and yeah, I hadn't spoken to him in years. I accidentally bumped into him at the gym about a year ago, and yes, I was feeling really down. We reached out, we went for coffee, and that was just really nice to like catch up. We were both sort of like, you know, I was about to just like spill everything about his life then, and I was like, wait, I've just said his name and I probably shouldn't give his life details away. But yeah, no, that was really lovely. And like we sort of went for a coffee where we like went to school in that kind of area. So yeah, it was just a really lovely sort of soul-filling moment. And I really wasn't doing very well at the time at all. I think I was crying even there, and he was like, I'm gonna go get another coffee. But yeah, that was really lovely. After I saw Ewan, I went to get my first tattoo ever, which was this paw print. This is my cat Tinky's paw print. I don't know if you know me very well or you've watched a lot of videos on my channel, but that was the major grief that I suffered in January. She's actually up there. Yeah, she's my baby girl. It's so really hard to come to terms with it, but it's her paw print. It's slightly bigger than her paw print, but yeah, I got her tattooed on me. It was my first ever tattoo, and it was done by a girl that I went to school with as well, but like my friends had tattoos done by her, so like it was trustworthy, and it felt really nice that like someone I know sentimentally like from school was able to do it as well. She was really lovely. She was saying about like her cats and stuff, and she just made me feel really great. Didn't hurt. I did not hurt. I was so nervous. Like I think I like probably hyped myself up, but like I was like laying down like that, and I was like I could have literally fallen asleep if she wasn't talking to me. So yeah, interesting, but it doesn't hurt. And she actually said to me that like women tend to like say that tattoos don't hurt, because like I'm like a One Direction stan, right? And Louis Tomlinson has this like line that he says in an interview once. It's like, Anyone who's saying toes don't hurt are lying, like they fucking hurt. And I feel like Louis Tomlinson's gonna hate me now, but like, I feel like if you're a woman, like we deal with so much worse, like it doesn't hurt. It actually feels quite nice, especially if you've got cats as well. I guess like I'm used to just like rough playing with my cats, so it just didn't really feel any different from that. It was more just the healing, but it healed so well, and it's such like a great place to heal. They've got like crusty fake town around it now, but like yeah, it was just like really easy to take care of and so good. This is so yummy. I honestly didn't think I liked these. I picked it out the fridge, I think because of the colour, but I really like it. So, brings me on to my another point, which was I used to nanny for this family. Like I used to look after their kid, I used to sort of like clean bits of their house, look after their plants, look after their cat. And then I stopped when Frosty, my other cat, who is there, passed away. Just I don't know, spend more time with like my actual family, and like I didn't need another job. But she reached out and she was like, we're going away, can you look after our cat? And so it was so lovely that I hadn't seen this family for like 2 years, and I got to like meet up with them and like see their kid again. She was like, you look so different. And I was like, she was really sweet. She was still like the same little crazy girl I remember. And she was like, can we have a selfie? And yeah, she was just really sweet. It was so lovely and fulfilling to see them, and it felt like a really nice full circle moment. Like I feel like, I don't know, like I miss them all the time. Like I think about them constantly. But yeah, just taking on that extra work isn't really in my lifestyle at the moment. But yeah, so it was really like nice to see them, and like I said, like a full circle moment. I feel like when there's a lot of transition in your life, naturally you find peace and connection again. Like with seeing Ewan and seeing this family, like it just felt a really nice natural time. So that was sweet. So they ended up cat sitting their little cat Luna for a couple of days, which was so lovely and healing, just to like spend time with another cat that like I consider part of my family. And like she's grown up as well. She used to get a little bit feisty and a bit standoffish after a couple of days without her family there, but she was still like, we had this little routine. Like I'd go in and be like, Luna, she'd like come out and go meow. So yeah, that was really lovely to see her, and I also got paid for it too, which was great. Like I would have done it for free, but she gave me a little bit of money for it, so that was nice. I also got my nails done. So I started my BIAB journey this year, and I got my nails done. They're grown out right now, but it sorted them right out because I was like picking them, biting them, like my cuticles, all the skin around it was hanging off. And my beautician was like, be patient with it. Like, I got you, we're gonna fix it. It's gonna work out. And so far so good. They are grown out at the minute, but whatever. So yeah, that's like a part of like my upkeep now, which I'm really enjoying. I always found like salons and stuff really daunting, and I flukily found this lady because I just wanted to get my eyelashes done for some reason, and I found her on a Google search, and I saw that she did BIAB, and I was like, that's trendy, let me try that. And yeah, she's just like my go-to person. Like she's really cool. I'll link everything below. And then another thing of like catching up with people, I went to Nando's actually with my brunch friend Ellie. Now, I think I said about my brunch friend before, because we only did brunch, but we branched out from brunch and went to lunch, and we did Nando's. We used to only go to like fancy brunch spots, and then we went to Nando's, and we had like a lovely time. We went for like a little coffee after, and like she makes me feel less bad about playing Sims. Like she's a good simmer. Like she told me about CD keys and everything, where you can get like the Sims, like additional packs and stuff like that for cheaper. And I recently had got into Sims mods, where like you download these free mods to like alter the game and make it more realistic and whatever else. Or like add fairies and witches to it. And I was telling her about that, and we had this discussion for such a long time. And then we were both just sort of sitting at the table like, I really want to play it. And then we were like, should we just go home and play Sims? So we just left each other and went home and played Sims. And we were like, one of them I think is called Base Mental Drugs. And she was like, oh my god, it's amazing. Like my Sim's addicted to cocaine. She's having an affair with her neighbour's husband. Like she's absolute like you know, Sims is just the place to do crazy wild things. And it was so funny, we were just updating each other on the soap opera that was us playing Sims. So that was sweet. Then I had my nan's birthday, which I guess it's sort of like a normal event, right? But I lost my other nan last year, so it just feels like I need to make a bigger deal of being grateful for what I have now. And I think we just had a great time. I really wanted to, this is interesting. I feel like I'm reconnecting with like myself, my vibration, the universe and everything. I really wanted to get my nan a plant because she suffers like with her breathing and stuff, and I want to get her an oxygen releasing plant and like an air purifying plant. So I was like, cool, I'll get her a snake plant. Like, I know that they're down in like supermarkets and stuff. I can get her like a nice decent snake plant for not too bad of a price. Anyways, I went into Sainsbury's. They didn't have any. They didn't have hardly any plants. They had one spider plant. I think they had some peace lilies, but I know my nan already has a peace lily. But they only had one spider plant, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get this because it was the day of and I was on the way there. Because silly, I left it to last minute. But anyways, I turned up at her door and she was like, oh my gosh, how did you know? Like, I was gonna ask for like a cutting of my spider plant so she can grow one herself because she really wanted a spider plant. And I was like, wow, how like meant to be. And I feel like these meant to be moments are happening more and more often now, where like serendipitous things like that just happen. So yeah, that was lovely. We had a McDonald's. I think I took her to see my brother last year and we were going to get McDonald's then, but my brother didn't want it for some reason. But she was like, I haven't had McDonald's chips in years. Like, oh, really fancy McDonald's chips. So I got this McDonald's. She got a McDonald's chips. So yeah, that was really sweet. The next thing you have already seen, but it's like on my hands tattooed. And I love them so much. I sort of just reached out to this tattoo artist I found on Instagram. Oh my god, that's so bad. She specialises in like super fine line ones, so they are super duper fine. But yes, I sort of sent her some Pinterest photos. I was like, I want a horseshoe on it, I want a moon, like sparkles, like boho. I think I said I wanted the rose, and then I wanted a word, and we eventually landed on everything after I was like, no, not that one, not that one. And then last minute I did some rune symbols. So I used to draw this on myself when I used to go traveling for protection. And then this is like enlightenment. And maybe that's why more serendipitous things have been happening, because I have the enlightenment rune on me. Not sure. So yummy. Okay, I fixed the camera slightly because I feel like it just went zoop. I feel that looks a lot better now. But last but not least, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all really, really good ones. So, an anti-aging facial, which was like, I have Botox. I have Botox like once a year. And this anti-aging facial was meant to be like natural Botox, like holistic Botox. So like I went and had this facial. She used frankincense as part of like the product she used, whatever. And she's apparently that's meant to be super anti-aging. And she said it's sort of like a lymphatic drainage, but also like focusing on pressure points and stuff in your face. Look, I don't know, but afterwards I felt like I couldn't move my face, like it felt stiff. So like it felt like I'd had Botox, but you know, will I still get Botox properly? Yes, I will. But will I also get the anti-aging facial again? Yes. So, you know, maybe it's not my saviour away from like cosmetic toxins, but it's still a fun thing to do that I'm gonna like really feel like I'm taking care of myself. And also on my face, look, I don't even know if you can tell, I might need to get it redone, but I got my lips refilled. I've had my lips filled twice now, but before this time just once, and I had 1 mil, and that was in 2021. And I felt like they'd pretty much gone down. There was still some filler left, and I noticed it definitely migrated. So my lip shape wasn't great anymore. Now I feel like my lip shape now is better. I got just 0.5 mil put in, but I feel like I want them bigger. and I don't know whether to wait like half a year for them to go down a little bit so I get the meal and be super big, pardon me, or I get half a meal now and risk them being too big. I don't know, but basically, do I say this? Normally I go to therapy clinic in Bluewater, and for this treatment I went to therapy clinic in Lakeside, and we were talking about what I was advised at Bluewater versus what she knows in her experience and what she knows of Bluewater because she used to work there, and they basically almost like just like scammed me. And yeah, I'm very grateful I went to the Lakeside one. So if you're thinking of getting filler and you're in the southeast, go to Lakeside Therapy. It's basically all I'm saying. Okay, the next two are so much fun. So basically my mum's friend has 8 cats. She rescues cats and sort of like rehabilitates them, like with special needs and stuff like that. She's a big cat lady. She has 8. And I said to my mum, I was like, how does she get to like go on holiday? Like, what does she do? Because like even us having 3 cats, like we have to like, we like share calendars and stuff. Like I still live with my mum, so like I guess we're lucky in that sense that she'll be around or I'll be around to look after the cats. But because like Fenton's got asthma, so he has to have his pump and stuff, and yeah, we just don't want to put them in a category. We don't really like that vibe. But anyways, and my mum's like, well, she doesn't go on holiday, like she can't. And I was like, if she wants me to, like I'll always look after her cats. And she just texted me, she was like, do you want to look after, like, will you look after my cats? So I went to see her house. The most beautiful house ever. Like if I could decorate a house, like an old style house, townhouse, but she's like, just I don't even know, it's just beautiful, like how I would want to decorate my house. So instantly I was like, yeah, I'll stay here, that's fine. She's got 8 cats, 3 of them were like stray cats. They're a bit more like scared, but they're just so sweet. One of them's really, really old. One of them just had a really horrible diagnosis. And then 2 of them are just like lovely, needy little babies. And then one of them doesn't have any back legs and she has to wear a nappy. So, you know, I got out to take care of her. And honestly, that weekend was just so fulfilling. But being around 8 cats in this beautiful house, like I couldn't have asked for more. Like I should have changed the locks and just stayed there. But so yeah, that was so lovely. And like she gave me a thank you card from all the cats. And then they had treats and they was all happy with me, and she called me the cat whisperer. Yeah, and I just had the loveliest time with them, and I missed them, and yeah, that was so lovely. And last but not least, I went to a little show by myself. So I think I mentioned earlier that I lost one of my nans last year, and she really liked the show Les Mis, and we actually went to cinema to see it together whenever it came out in cinema. And she'd always say to me like, the live show is so much better, and she just like would just talk about it. Like I know that she loved Les Mis, and I've never seen it in like the show, and I took myself to see it, and it was just wonderful. I think I paid, again, this was like in my bucket list credit card bookings, but like I got like a really nice seat in like the front of the grand circle, and got to see Les Mis, and it was so beautiful and so lovely and really healing. Like I was crying during it, and like I really felt like my nan was with me, and yeah, it was just a lovely day. Like I really feel like she's with me all the time. Like I always feel safe. Everything happens like really easily. Like everyone around me is always really nice to me. So yeah, there was that. Obviously things are still hard, but like even just saying about that Les Mis story, like I know my nan was there, and like with the cat sitting, like I got a break from my life to like be at this beautiful house that was so me. And seeing the old family that I used to work for, and seeing some old friends, and just upkeeping like myself and decorating myself, expressing myself more. So that was definitely what I think April was about for me. But yeah, getting there. getting there, for sure. But if no one's told you lately, I love you so much. I'm so, so proud of you. Thank you for watching. I will be continuing with this because I think August especially is going to be so exciting. So yeah, but I will leave you with that, and I'll see you in the next week.